Isn't this beautiful? It's raining right now, and it's scheduled to rain the rest of the day today. It's only scheduled to get up to 71 degrees, and I just feel so good about it. I'm not fully sure why it is, but I just love rainy days, especially after there have been so many days where the sun is just really bright all the time. Nothing makes me feel better after that than a rainy day. There's just this like peace that comes with it, and this feeling of like, you know, I can slow down, I can pay attention to the tiny details, I can kind of look internally and see how I'm doing and take care of myself, and it very much just feels like a no pressure type of thing. I think another reason I really like rainy days is because it reminds me of Iceland. Iceland is probably the most magical place in the world to me. Not that I can really say that with certainty yet, since it's the only place in the world I've been outside of the US. And I just love like the color of everything in the rain. Everything shifts colors when it's raining, and I just love that. Sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking out the window, just observing all of it. It's so beautiful.
I burned out like a wandering ember. I shone bright, then my journey was over. What I sought when I ran was back where I began. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Leave open the gate, don't turn off the light, I'm coming home. Well, I scratched in the dirt for a while. I gained all that I knew for a price. In the end, what I found was nowhere near as nice. No matter the rain, no matter the storm, I'm coming home. I'm coming home. Leave open the gate, don't turn off the light, I'm coming home. Though I fought with my claws and teeth, though I elbowed my
couch, and a new dining set, and this new little side table, and this beautiful wooden box that I use to store shoes. This is actually the first couch that I've had, which also means that this is the first time I've lived in a home that has a couch since May of 2021, because we didn't have a couch the entire time we lived in the apartment, so this is the first couch that I've owned, and I love it so much. I actually got all of these things for free from my neighbors, a lovely elderly couple that just moved out. And so anything that they couldn't sell or couldn't lift to be sold, they just gave to us. So that was super lucky that I got to take all of them, and I'm super grateful because otherwise we wouldn't have had probably a couch at all for a long time, let alone a couch this good. Like, this is a really good couch. But anyway, I have been having a really weird set of problems lately. I got this ear clogged for over a week, and my coordination was so bad I could barely get anything done. And because I use all of my senses and mindfulness to kind of ground myself when I'm having bad mental health days, since my ear was clogged, I couldn't really do that the same way that I'm used to. And so I ended up having a lot of really bad mental health days and going into depressions and starting to dissociate. So I had a whole slew of problems that came with that. And then right after that, I started having really terrible insomnia, which I was having a lot of problems with that 8 months ago when I was starting to look for this house. And so I got put on some insomnia medication, and I'm still on it, but for some reason it just spiked up again in the last couple of weeks, and I've been battling insomnia. So yeah, some kind of weird, unexpected problems I've had to deal with lately. I meant to talk about this a while ago, but I didn't want to jinx it or anything. But I have 2 pet jumping spiders now. I found them just around the house. I've actually found a lot more than 2 now, and I just let the other ones just roam the house, and sometimes I just get to see them, on the walls or whatever, and it's kind of cute. But the first 2 that I found, I took for pets because I actually had a pet jumping spider back in the apartments, and she died about 3 months before we moved. When I felt comfortable enough that they weren't just gonna instantly die on us, I went to the dollar store. I was just looking for some jars or vases that could maybe work as a cage for them, because I was just putting them in spaghetti jars and I wanted something a little better. And I actually found the perfect thing. I found terrariums that open from the bottom, which is exactly what you want for jumping spiders. I bought those. I bought some fake greenery and hot glued that into the terrariums, and then a few weeks after I did that, I also found some branches that fell from my trees, and so I chopped that up a little bit and baked out anything that might have been harmful to the spiders, and then also glued that into their little homes. So now their little terrariums are all set up, and it's really cute. I haven't named them yet because I'm still a little bit anxious about it, but we'll probably be naming them soon. So now we have 2 pet jumping spiders. Something else that I got up to was I actually started going through my storage room. I don't actually have really much extra storage right now, so I need to go buy more drawers and shelves, but I did get a good chunk of the organizing done, and so once I get those, it'll be pretty quick and easy for me to just finish putting away and organizing everything, and then that room could be functional, which would be really great. For the longest time, I've been so busy with just having to push myself to, get approved for the loan, and then to find the house, and then to get approved for the house, and then to go through the whole buying process, and then packing and moving and unpacking and learning how to pay all the bills for the first time. All of these things, I just haven't had a choice whether I do it or not, or how or when I do it. I just have to do it. But now that things are kind of calming down in that department, I've actually been able to get more comfortable with how far I can push myself and still be healthy. Because if I push myself too hard, which I can do pretty often, then I'll get super foggy headed and start dissociating, and it's just really bad overall. I end up breaking and dropping things. I cut my hands when I'm trying to cook. I can't even write correctly. I'll write the wrong letters. I don't do well with being overworked. But then I also can sometimes underwork myself because it's hard for me to see where that line is between overworked and could do more work. And so now that I actually have some control over my life and what I'm doing in it, I've been getting more familiar with where that line is and working more and more on being productive in a healthy manner. And yeah, I've just been trying to enjoy the summer. I mean, the heat really does not do good things for me. I don't know why, but anything above 78 degrees just makes me like nauseous, gives me headaches. I don't know why I'm that way, but I've been trying to do the best I can to enjoy the summer. On the hotter days, I've been trying to go out and swim in the lake. I've been, taking walks when it's still cool in the mornings and just really trying to appreciate everything I can about summer before it's over. We're starting to get some yellow leaves and some days that have a high of 60 degrees, but there still have been quite a lot of days in the 80s. But I just couldn't be more excited for fall. The entire winter in Utah was basically just what fall is like for North Dakota. It's definitely way too hot for me for at least half of the year, if not more than that. And so I just have constantly been sick of the heat. Even when it's like the coldest part of the winter in Utah, I just always want it to be longer. So I'm very excited for fall. I'm very excited for winter even, and just seeing those few little yellow leaf spots on the trees just gives me so much serotonin. But I have the window open because today is such a nice day and I just want all the air in. I'm just gonna close the window. But also addressing the elephant in the room, I have a new camera. This is something that I've been wanting for so long, but cameras are just so expensive and I just could not justify spending the money on a camera for the longest time. But we finally were able to save up some money, so I finally got the camera and I just love it so much. I still have so much to learn about how to use it, but I'm really excited because I've just been dreaming about this for so long. And I also just barely ordered a new microphone for it, which should help with the not so good audio quality that's been present in this video. The days are just getting better and better and cooler, and autumn is on the rise and I am so excited. I think autumn is probably my favorite time of the year, and every single year I just always want to celebrate it to the fullest extent and have decorations and have pumpkin and apple and caramel, and I want to go to pumpkin patches and corn mazes. I just want to do all of those things. I haven't really been able to do hardly any of that since high school because of just how difficult life has consistently been. So I am just so happy that I actually will get a chance to do some of these things that I've been wanting to do for so many years, and I can't wait to take you guys along with me and to document all of my firsts. We've already gotten my first house, now we have my first couch, and now my first fancy camera, and there are so many more firsts to come, and I just can't wait for them. I'm so excited. So anyway, I hope you guys stick around because it's only going to go up from here, and I have so many ideas for things that I want to do and make and create and see. I just can't wait to share it all here. So I hope I will see you guys around, and have a wonderful beginning of autumn and a wonderful September, and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah.
Leave open the gate. Don't turn off the light. I'm coming home.